Okay, so welcome back to Lords of the Fallen, and once again we'll be doing kind of I don't really know what you'd call this. It's not really a highlight reel because I don't really know what I'm doing, but because there's so much random blabbering around, I kind of cut the video down quite a bit. So you will have a lot of random frame things. So as you can see, we have a new spell, which we'll try out soon. So we first headed down into this kind of courtyard area, and there are a few enemies. We found our first NPC, so listen up.
Please, open the gate.
Yeah, now unfortunately I'm an idiot, so I couldn't really work out exactly where the gate thing was, despite having already fought this enemy. So this is kind of in the wrong order, but that's cool. So it's this guy up here, this gorilla looking guy. He looks quite cool though, with his sword and his thing. You think his big red mark on his chest would kind of be his weakness, but nope, he dies the same way as everyone else. A few slashes to the back and he's just gone. I really ought to try the parry function in this game. That's something that I really do want to try and do, but for now I haven't really cracked it, and I also don't feel like I feel like you take too much damage through the shield. I definitely need to find myself a 100% thing. That was actually really close. If I hadn't got that spell off, I wonder if he would have probably killed me in one shot. They do a decent amount of damage now. I haven't died at this point, so we're fine. Anyway, I take my health potion, he goes for his thing, and we cut him down. Now, of course, if I was playing sensible and paying attention, I would realize that to the right here, right by the chest, which I now, well, take, there's a lever, but I didn't realize that. I walked around for about 10 minutes before coming back finally and being like, oh, I'm a dumbass. Because I am. I mean, I'm free to admit it. So here's the gate key. Pull this lever down, and the gate shall open. As if the sea was parted by Noah himself. No, wait, Noah didn't part the sea. Well, there goes my bubble thumb. Anyway, now we can finally talk to Mr. Monkman, and he has some interesting things to say.
You help me, please.
What happened to your hand?
Spider venom. It burns like Adir himself touched it.
Rip the wound and suck the poison out.
Too late. It already spread.
There's only one way to stop the venom. Separate the poisoned limb from the body.
You want me to cut my arm off? You're a madman.
You'll see the judges soon then.
I can't. I won't. It's in your hands.
And so we have the choice of cutting his arm up or
On
not.
your head
And
be it.
I don't know where we pulled that axe from. I guess from our ass. Been hiding that down there, but there we go. Off comes the limb. Everything's sorted out. I'm sure the guy's helpful.
I owe my life to you, stranger. Wait. You're not one of the monastics. The markings on your face.
A gift from the court. A reminder of my sins.
Please, put the axe down now.
I don't know. We weren't even holding the axe anymore, but you know, whatever you say. Put it back up
You
our
need
ass.
someone to patch you up. You won't hold long in this state.
I am the healer monk here. And yes, I see the irony of the situation.
You must have supplies.
I do. They're in the laboratory, but the place is full of Rogar beasts. It's no use. I won't make it there in this condition.
Here, take this one.
Now, what I didn't realize when I gave him the potion is that he's actually taken the whole thing and not returning it. What a douchebag. So we're down to 5 potions again, which actually probably makes the game fairly hard. Well, a little bit harder. But anyway, we went into his laboratory, had a search around, and found this guy. He's actually a person, not a Rogar. But yeah, he wasn't exactly super nice.
Get away from me. Don't hurt me.
I've no mind to take your life.
You have my thanks. But understand, your markings, your face, you frighten me.
Yep, I'm as
There
bad
are
as a
demons
Rogar.
infesting the whole of this place. Flee if you wish to live.
Everyone took refuge in the Citadel. Antanas, our leader, gave oath that he would mark the way to the remaining entrance. But I can't follow the signs when the whole place is teemed by those monsters. I'm trapped.
I'll keep an eye on the markings.
Listen carefully. This trinket will help you discover Antanas' markings. There are 3 signs I know of. Please find them. Return to me as soon as you locate the signs Antanas left for us. If you help me, I'll give you something of interest in return.
Yeah, something vague of interest. But yeah, there we go. We gotta get ourselves a new quest. I still need to find our friend, but I have no idea where he is. Anyway, we made our way through this
Anybody
kind of
here?
laboratory bit. And, you know, as soon as you hear someone say, is anyone there, you know you're in trouble. Or you know you're going to be bound to be jumped. And unfortunately, we were Dark Souls style, right around this corner. Oh look, a guy! It wasn't really that surprising. So, yeah, I guess he lost the benefit of the doubt. Well, I guess he lost the surprise factor which he was looking for. So once again, take down the monkey man with his roly-polies and his cool little shield and his red chest. I wonder if he's powered by an iron core like Iron Man. Is it an iron core? I don't know. It's some kind of magnet that stops the heart, or it stops the piece of shrapnel getting to his heart or something, although in the latest film he did get it taken out. I don't know. Anyhow, we're dealing with this guy the same way as we deal with all enemies, by putting them in the grave. By putting them in the grave, I mean, of course, slashing him until he dies. It really does take a long time to kill most enemies here, which is kind of weird, although they do look quite cool, I guess. And there isn't a huge amount of enemies. It's not like Dark Souls where you get a lot of random ghouls that die in one hit but could jump you. So we made our way through there and we found another one of these night guys, and this is the first time I really utilized the spell, so I thought I'd show you it. So there we go, we put the spell down, which is basically just a distraction. So if you stand behind him, he will not pay attention to you and instead pay attention to the weird thing, which allows you to then go and do a backstab. And basically it wrecks him. Wrecks his ass. We basically stick our fist down his chest, I guess, and jack him off until he dies. And as a reward, we also get just a rune. I don't really know what runes do. This is kind of the longest bit. There's a drawbridge here with some stuff on it, and actually, as you approach, you actually pick up a dragon hand and become Omnimon. Is it Omnimon? If anyone's seen Digimon, the movie, it reminds me of Omnimon where, well, if you've seen the movie, you'll understand. If not, then I'm just being a nerd. There you go. That's kind of what it reminds me of. So you actually have this kind of hand cannon dragon face thing, which is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. I couldn't really work out how to use it for a while, as you can see, as I just blunder around doing pretty much nothing. Luckily, the guy at the other end of the bridge doesn't shoot me, which is real good of him. I guess he just can't see me, maybe. I'm too far away. I'm like a little ant to him up there in the battlements. I feel like that's not really the truth. But yeah, I keep clicking through it. There are actually 3 modes, apparently, although honestly, it took me so long to work out. Oh, it's embarrassing. But eventually I worked out. Now, whether it's actually useful or not is another question, because I never really get round to using it, simply because it takes so freaking long to charge. But I finally decide I'm going to move on and take care of this stupid guy up here, and someone else comes running out. So, what do you do in a situation like that? Well, you make it a one-on-one fight by moving back here. That's what we did. So another fight with the monkey man. I don't know why I included so many fights with them. I kind of let this bit play out a bit. So I'm using NVIDIA Shadowplay to record these. So I kind of just hit it periodically and get random bits and try and put the interesting bits in that kind of show you what's going on. So I thought this bit would kind of count, I guess. I don't really know, but I was putting it in. I guess I meet some interesting NPC in a second, so you'll see. If you played the game, you'll know. If not, then, well, you will see. So we take care of the first guy. Obviously, the archer guy is going to be a pain in the butthole, but he always would be. That's what archers do. That's like their job. Now, the reason I don't activate that is because I don't want to get shot in the back by an arrow or a poison arrow, whatever he's using. And so instead, I decide to run across the bridge, try and dodge the arrow, do a decent enough job, and I decide to take him out because, yeah, he's a douchebag. Although I do spot the random ghoul thing around the corner. And I think we use the spell here to kind of distract it. I'm not sure. Or we just run up. Okay, no, we just go ham. No, we don't. Okay, we do use the spell, I'm pretty sure. Because once again, we can utilize the spell here, which is pretty good. Put the distraction up. The archer guy is shooting at that thing, so you can take care of this. Of course, if you're standing closer than your spell, he does redirect his attack, but he doesn't attack too frequently, so it's okay. I tried to go for the backstab here, but failed miserably because I suck. I get whacked by his crossbow a couple of times, but not the worst thing in the world. And then we render him dead. Eat his soul and whatnot. So I think at this point we head down to the checkpoint, and this is where we meet our next NPC. Still don't know where our friend is. I actually thought she was threatening the guy we were looking for, but apparently not.
Where is what?
Back off. This doesn't concern you.
Whatever you want. You won't get an answer from a dead man.
Seems it's your lucky day, altar boy.
What was
Where he
that
goes running
about?
off to is a
They're
real question.
liars, and worse besides. Not only did they steal my family valuables, but they've hidden the pathway.
Alright, what's
Pathway.
going on?
A door to places otherwise unreachable. Places that hold secrets, and secrets hold power. I was on my way there when the Rogar appeared out of nowhere.
Why are you so sure it's still here?
It's in the Book of Lineage, and the book does not lie.
Yep, the book doesn't lie, like the Bible.
You sure those friars stole from you? I've always taken them for bookworms, not lifters.
Don't be a fool. The men in here are just as twisted and corrupt as the people outside. I bet Antanas, this savior, allows it. They've bled the villagers dry over the years. They think people forget that the truth gets buried with the bodies they helped create. But they're wrong. I know what they did.
Yeah, she doesn't care to elaborate on that, unfortunately.
This is a monastery. No women allowed.
No criminals allowed either, but here you are. If it's to be an inquisition, tell me about that constellation on your ugly face. I thought not. Let's both keep our secrets.
That's just insult. Why does she insult our face? That's just rude.
Let's go.
Suit yourself.
Yeah, she's a frustrating one, but I guess we'll see her again at some point. Anyway, from here I was like, well, there were two paths I hadn't taken now, and I decided to take one downstairs. So I will explore that part. I think I just kind of walked around a bit. I found some armors and stuff, but there's a set of stairs around here which I take a while to find. So I'm kind of blind, but I do eventually find it, I think. Well, I know I do because I do go down the stairs, but there we go. We found the stairs, and so we head down. And this, my friends, is where we get ambushed by a spider. And I didn't see this coming, really. I didn't know what to think, and so we head down here. It looks kind of disgusting. You're like, maybe this thing's kind of strong, so I tried to use my cannon on it. I was like, a cannon seems like a good tool. Ow. There goes my entire health bar in 2 hits, and I'm dead! Yay! First death right there to the giant spider thing at the bottom of the stairs. Of course, not going to take that one lying down. No siree. So, having respawned here, it's time for us to kick his ass. So I'm going to run back on over. I don't know why oh well, whatever. So we're going to run back over. Of course, everything's respawned because you die, but we know kind of what's up. Interesting enough, the archer is back on the bridge because you haven't run across it, which is kind of cool. Of course, he hears the... Actually, doesn't even hear the sounds of combat. I guess he's kind of deaf as well. You don't really need... Maybe he's got headphones on or something. He's like a sniper and doesn't want to hurt himself. But he does turn around and shoot me instantly with a crossbow. There's nothing when you fall off the edge of the battle and die. I do take a drink from the thing, and unfortunately we do only have 4 left because obviously we gave 1 away, which was kind of dumb, but hopefully we get given it back at some point. Just give me an empty vial. This guy down here respawned, which I don't think I showed you before because I killed him quite quickly. I did also pick up a long sword, so I'm doing slightly more... No, it's a short sword, sorry. I am doing slightly more damage, and I'm going to try and utilize this. I actually fail miserably here and I can't backstab him. I'm trying so hard. But yeah, it's quite a cool little spell. I kind of want a ranged attack, I think. I wanted a spell where you could kind of spam it and go pew pew pew, but unfortunately that wasn't quite the case in this situation. So now we get our revenge against this spider because you know what? I don't want to die. I like living. So I pick up the my souls or whatever. It's exactly the same as Dark Souls. It's such a rip-off, it's unbelievable, but it's not exactly bad in any way. Anyway, the spider thing, we can try to shoot it, but you can't really aim, which kind of sucks. I need some kind of bow and arrow or something. I don't know if that's something you can find, but it's time to take down this mother spider. And why do I call it a mother? Well, you will soon see as we take the fight to it. So we can do decent damage. I was kind of worried that we wouldn't really hurt it at all, but it's not that kind of enemy. It's just kind of strong. But it does do this. It kind of starts spitting out things, and I'm like, oh, great. And yes, they are indeed spider eggs. I know, right? That's actually disgusting. I don't know where the dad is. I assume spiders need male and a female spider. I imagine that's how it works, but there you go. But what it does do when it's sitting like that is it is a sitting duck, so you can go and put some damage down on it. Because it's let its babies get in kind of uncontrollable territory and it becomes kind of hard, which I do in occasions, but it's okay. As long as I keep my eye on the big one, I feel like I'm not going to get killed. since the little ones don't do too much damage. But obviously when you take damage like that, you're like, oh no, damage. So I tried to okay, I took this opportunity to run up the stairs and heal, which seems sensible to me. I don't know where that little one comes from. I don't know if it ran up the stairs. It was like, I don't want to fight him. And then I came up and it was like, felt threatened or something. But there you go. This one just spawns to put out his misery. Kind of harsh, really. Just come into birth, just be born, just live, and you cut him down with your giant-ass sword to its face. The sword that's half the size of its body, but yeah, there we go. And so we continue our little hash and slash game. Not really much to it at this point. It's kind of take advantage of when it does nothing and let it do its own thing. I think I moved upstairs here just to make it back off a little bit because I didn't like being in that corner there. It wouldn't give me much time to react. It has this kind of poison spitting ability, which I don't think I got hit by. Actually, I think I did eventually, but yeah. Kick the spider, then slice it, because, you know, you got to torture it a little bit. Alright, so it goes for its giving birth thing again. It's kind of weird. It's like spreading its legs and going, oh, pop those babies out. Alright, I don't get poisoned. There you go. But we win. We won the battle. We revenged our old... I don't understand why we come back to life. Maybe that was like a dream. We dreamt of death and we revived. So I had a little look around this area thinking, oh, I've done quite a good job by, you know, killing that spider. I don't know why this is instantly in the same place. But unfortunately, you actually can't go either of these ways. I actually ran down here and both ways are locked. So I imagine they're for adventuring in slightly later on, which kind of sucks. But yes. And they go for the standard Dark Souls trick of having your enemies lie on the floor and pretend they're dead. Unfortunately, no one really falls for that because it's freaking obvious they're going to get up. Although I did fall for this one here. Because his corpse fell on top of the other one's corpse. How was I meant to know that was a fake? Anyway, I chopped him up before he even gets up the floor, so it's not really a problem. There's a first path here, and of course it's locked. Can't leave this area yet. Still haven't found our friend guy, man thing. You'd think, because he was injured and he got blown out the door, he would be somewhere close and wouldn't have been able to fight past all these monsters, but I don't know. I almost feel like we have abandoned him and left him behind, so I may have to backtrack a little bit to try and find him. I may just do that. I don't know. Perhaps I should just look up where he is and try and find him. Maybe that's the easiest way. Anyway, this is just to show you the other way, in case you didn't believe me when I said that it was also locked. But yeah, I did run down here. There are a few enemies here, so taking the XP probably isn't the end of the world. It's an archer and a thingy, but the thing lying on the floor takes so long to get up, you can kind of cut down the archer before anything happens. So when he does finally get up, he didn't even realize I was there. Yeah, some kind of heightened sense of hearing he has not. Anyway, we chop him down the standard way, cut him up, and I'm like, oh, good, I can finally use this door, and it's locked. Fantabby-dozy. So with that, I guess we're calling it a day. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm going to head back to the... Well, there's two bits that I haven't checked. There was that path before where I got the gun that I haven't checked, and there was also the gate through the woman, which I guess is the way forward. So I may backtrack a little bit and then see where I'm going after that. Thank you very much for joining me on this one. I know it's a bit different from what I usually do since I'm not playing the whole thing, but I hope it's reasonably enjoyable anyway. Till next time, good night.